Good afternoon. Uh, Once again, I'm rushed here to do the video. I have to go pick up my grandkids shortly, and I just finished my metagroup stuff. And so I thought, what am I going to talk about? And I rushed a title in there, and I haven't given it a whole lot of thought, but we're going to wing it. It's not the first time I've had to wing it. The title that I have is a question. Have we reached 0 point? My friend Peter Van Runt shared some videos of an interview he did with Marco Rodin called Sacred Vortex Geometry. And I have the link to the first one of those three. There are 3 videos, and I have not finished them yet. However, it gives me pause when I consider one of the first things they discussed, namely the zero. If I understand what he is saying, the addition of the zero to our mathematics basically, or mathematics, creates the paradigm of slavery by zeroing out natural creation. I hope to do another video once I have a better grasp, but for now, I'm sharing initial thoughts. And I have to rewrite that because it doesn't make sense what I wrote. Again, I just rushed to get it done because of time restraints. And I have to fit things in it differently than I used to because of having the children here. And the children are in school right now. My daughter is here homesick today. And in any case, I'm here doing tomorrow's video now just because I don't know later if I'll have time to get it done, and there will be more confusion in the house. Anyway, yes, as I was saying in the blurb, Mr. Rodin, Marco Rodin, seems to indicate, and he's using Nassim Haramein's physics and various other things. I'm just looking at some of this now on the blurb that they wrote for that video. But in any case, he said that the number system is only supposed to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, period. No zero. When you start adding zero, you change nothing. But when you start multiplying zero or dividing by zero, you basically cancel everything out. Anything multiplied by zero is zero. It cancels everything. And he said there's perfect harmony and balance when you add the numbers, just use the numbers 1 through 9, when you don't have the zero, which makes me wonder about this 0 point thing, because one of the things that I've thought about reaching 0 point is it changes the paradigm. It changes everything. So does that mean that when we reach the 0 point, we cancel out the old paradigm? Again, I'm sharing my thoughts, and I have not finished. And quite honestly, I've been half asleep when I've been listening to what I've listened to so far. So the first part, I listened more intently. The second part, I know I fell asleep on the second video, and I haven't even started the third one yet. But the idea has been turning this morning when I woke up and in meditation, and then I had a call with some friends very early in my morning. And they were actually discussing, some of my friends were discussing this this series of videos. And they said not only did they add a zero to, when I say they, the powers that have wanted to be in control of the corrupt system of our world, the matrix, if you will, the old paradigm, the old world order. They added the zero because that screwed up the mathematics, but in language, now I don't know how they get this because there's more than one language, but in English language, there's supposed to be 27 letters. The ampersand is the 27th letter, from what I gathered. And I don't have a clear picture of how that, where even in the alphabet that would go, but 26 letters leaves it incomplete. Adding the zero zeroes everything out of the natural order and puts an unnatural order in. So you have a planet of subhumans and a slavery planet or a prison planet. And taking a letter away takes everything out of balance, out of harmony. So those two things from which our mathematics and our language are derived, those two things cast a spell and create the old paradigm system that we've been living under that is so atrocious, but we're waking up. Now, does reaching the 0 point that so many visionaries are talking about, that we're reaching the 0 point, does that mean that it cancels out the old paradigm? Now, interestingly, somebody shared with me a video. I probably have already not left that one opened, but it was, oh God, the guy that channels the Andromedans, and he's been doing it a long time. He was one of the early channelers from the 90s. Let me just see if I've got it in the other browser here. No, I don't. I wish I could remember his name. I apologize for that. But those of you that have been following channeled messages will know instantly if I said his name. But they put together a video of several of his talks, and actually all it was the audio part of it. But they're on YouTube videos, and I don't have the link to it. I'd have to look it up. But in any case, he made several references over a period of time that the Andromedans said that the end date, or the rapture, or the 0 point, or whatever you want to call this transformative thing, is none other than December the 3rd, 2013. That was going to be the pivot point, if you will, where everything changes, where literally our bodies change into light bodies. Now, I don't know what that means either, but that's what he was saying. And again, when I'm listening to that, I'm also working, doing other things, so I'm not giving it my undivided attention. I'm just sort of listening in the background because Mondays are extremely busy days for me, and with the having to get the grandkids and everything, it makes it even busier because it shortens the amount of time that I have to work with. In any case, we are at a pivot point, and I have felt this. I have felt the energy of something. I don't know what it is. And other people that I talk to, sense that something's happening. Now, I did go to a friend's sort of a going away party yesterday afternoon into the early evening, and she follows one of the masters from the Orient, and I'm not going to name the person, but this master, according to my friend, believes that the next couple of years are going to be really, really bad, and I don't really have the time frame on how long that's going to last, according to this master. But he doesn't see things getting better. Well, I told her, I said, well, I don't agree with him. He may call himself a master and have a worldwide following, and I don't call myself a master, and I have a worldwide following too, but I don't mean people are following me, and I'm not telling anybody what to do, and I don't want to be anybody's guru like this guy from the Orient. In any case, he is of the impression that next year, that 2014, is going to be worse than 2013 is. Now, I don't have that thing, but putting all these things together, all of this stuff has been in my background of my mind, going through my head as I've done my work here this morning, and I'm puzzled, quite honestly, and yet at the same time, I feel like there's really some big things ready to happen. I mean, I do have that sense. Now, I'm not going to put dates on it. I mean, I wish I could remember that guy's name. I could find it if I looked it up, but I didn't have time to prepare. I mean, again, it was 10 or 15 minutes that I knew I had to get the video out. It was almost 1 o'clock, and I mean, I started this at 1:11 because I don't have time to do the preparation like I used to have. And some days I will have it, and other days I won't. Today's not one of the days that I have prep time. But what I'm trying to say is this: be ready. Be ready. Be in a mode of expectation, because something seems like something big is happening, and I believe it's going to be good. I believe that no matter what it is, it's going to ultimately be for good. And I encourage you, it's going to be a short video because I feel like I'm almost done. I encourage you, as I said in yesterday's video, forget the things that are past. Let the future pull you forward. Look at the future with optimism, with great hope and expectation. Don't look at the past and say, well, look at the way it's always been. The way it's always been is irrelevant. We're zeroing that out. We're going to go back to using the numbers 1 through 9. I have a feeling in some point in the future, we're going to get rid of the 0 because we've zeroed out the old paradigm. We've zeroed out the matrix. We've zeroed out the prison planet. That's what I see coming. How it's going to unfold, how it's going to be rolled out, I don't really know. But there's fascinating things happening with people discovering various things about geometry and about mathematics and about words and about technologies that have been suppressed or hidden. Lots of things are bringing about the change that we've been working toward and longing for a long time. And I want to leave you with that thought, with that message, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Probably nothing spectacular, but you never know. You never know what this comet Ison is going to do. You never know when our ET brothers and sisters are going to show up and make themselves more readily available to a wider spectrum of humanity. We don't know. But I do not believe that we're in for as much of a rough time as what some people are predicting, including this Oriental master that my friend has great respect for. Anyway, that's all I'm going to share. Thank you for listening, and namaste.